Joseph is in Egypt. That's right, ancient Egypt with the pyramids and all that. Now, the pyramids were built in the Old Kingdom between 2700 and 2200 BC with the 3rd through 6th dynasties. After that, we have the first intermediate period from 2200 to 2050 BC, or the 7th through 11th dynasties. This is actually a period of weakness and confusion for Egypt, but they get their second one in the Middle Kingdom about 2050 to 1800 BC with the 12th dynasty. This is likely the time that Joseph lived in Egypt. The pharaoh was likely either Sesostris II or Sesostris III. Now, as a timeline, 1 Kings 6:1 says that the Exodus occurred 480 years before the 4th year of King Solomon. Most scholars agree that that year was 966 BC, so add 480 to it, and that places the date of the Exodus to be 1446 BC. Next, Exodus 12:40 states that Jacob came to dwell in Egypt 430 years before the Exodus. Crunch the numbers, and he came to Egypt in 1876 BC, and look at that, that's the Middle Kingdom. Joseph and Pharaoh lived in the eastern part of the Delta in Lower Egypt, later known as Ramses because, well, Ramses II named that area after himself. Egypt prospered during the Middle Kingdom, and Joseph's dreams to store up the grain actually helped preserve the prosperity. In fact, archaeologists have found storehouses for grain that date back to the Middle Kingdom. And they didn't just have one central, and they actually had several regional granaries so that you didn't have to travel very far to get your grain. How nice. So there you go. A little bit about Joseph, and that's enough today for our historical minute.